is now streaming live on YouTube.
There's a red button that says live.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, it says live.
We are
Again.
live.
Guess we're alive.
Hello. I thought you said yes, we're alive. Okay.
It'd be really funny if we thought we were live this whole time, but we're not. We're like talking to ourselves.
What if
Honestly,
the first attempt was live and like we're trying to all like fix our names and stuff?
That
That would've been
Marcella, we got kicked out of our own Zoom on YouTube, and we were still talking, and we weren't live anymore on YouTube.
We were talking for like 20 minutes after that. And we were like,
It was bad.
comments aren't going, and then we looked and we were like, we're not live.
But not like comments. Or...
Freezing. I'm like, nobody's commenting. Like, why is it freezing? It says my chat was disconnected, and then I refreshed it, and I was like, oh, we're not live anymore.
Oh. Well, I'm assuming if the red live button goes away, that means we're not live. Maybe we'll notice it.
I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Anyways, hello.
Hi everyone.
How is everyone doing?
I'm still getting it out. Hold on.
Okay.
You gotta have,
I'm live on YouTube.
I know, it's great to have everybody. Hi, YouTube.
Oh my god. All right, goodbye. All right, you can keep her in here. That's
No, we
fine.
have another door.
All right, Snoopy, come in.
Snoopy, come.
My dog is coming.
Or Mickey.
The puppy.
We'll bring Mickey.
Okay, no, never mind. The puppy.
Mickey.
They want to join in on the stream as well.
I guess so.
That's stars.
Oh God.
Hi everyone.
It's Mama Feels.
Mama feels.
Mickey.
Hi Mickey.
Stop.
Oh, he's so excited.
Oh my god, it's so cute.
Hello.
Yep, this is Mickey.
I'm
You,
Mickey.
you need to change your name to Jacqueline and Mickey.
I was about to.
Mickey is gonna be.
Let's not change our names. Actually, it doesn't, but.
He'll settle. He's just really excited right now.
I think here's all of us.
Yeah.
Okay, so do we talk about the episode?
Yes. Okay. The episode.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's why we're here.
I
We
forgot.
always go live. We always like talk among ourselves. Like, what did you think of the episode? And I don't know why we start doing that because we're just gonna repeat everything again.
Oh, we always do that. As soon as we come on, we just start talking, and then we're like, we should probably go live and start talking.
That's what we do while like before reviews. Like me and Mila just start talking about the episode for like half an hour, and then we're just like, should we film this? And then we have no idea what to say when we film it.
Let me put it out on Twitter. That we're live.
Yeah.
But
But anyway,
we really love this episode.
was
Actually,
really good. We all agree that we think that it was a lot better than the last episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
We like how it focused on the anomaly. I think that we were just saying before, but obviously everybody else wasn't here. The anomaly, what? I said
You
everybody
said-
else wasn't here when we were talking about the anomaly before.
Yeah.
The anomaly storyline, like there's so much they could do, and like it's so big that like I feel like the season could have just been about that and not so much like Sanctum and everything that's going on in there, because it's a lot to focus on when you have like so many things going on. And I feel like in general, like the anomaly stuff is just so much more interesting.
Yeah.
So like I wish that like it would just focus on that like every episode.
Yeah, I mean, they literally gave us like a wormhole, right, between worlds and planets and everything else, and like they do that.
Yeah.
We have 14 more episodes to go, and we also have a whole other storyline revolving around Sanctum and like
Especially
Russell and whoever else, Shayheda, whatever that is.
Yeah.
So many storylines that like, how is that even relevant to the?
especially because the storyline in especially because the storyline in second we have seen before, like through this season, is the similar as every other. Like, and with Anomaly we have only 16, not even 16. We have 15 episodes. total, like to focus on that.
We
It's
have
a really
a
new world.
pilot, right? A backdoor pilot, so it's like
Yeah.
that
I
is
guess
also
technically
gonna take
15
time.
episodes. 15 episodes, I guess.
Yeah.
No, it's ridiculous. I don't like Milana said, we had this storyline for like 6 seasons. Like our guys versus someone else.
Mhm.
Like it's always like
Yeah.
a group of people clashing.
Yeah.
We know how this goes. There are no good guys. All that.
Sanctum's gonna be
How many more times
destroyed,
can we keep that?
you know.
Like I mean, it's fun to watch. Like I always like the morality questioning, all that. Like that's always fun to watch. But when you introduce something like the Anomaly, I'm just like gonna be like,
Yeah,
let's move
exactly.
on from Sanctum as
Mhm.
fast as possible.
I completely agree.
Especially even in the Anomaly, we're gonna have the opposite guys, but like we have also 5 new worlds, so it's much more interesting than just one Sanctum.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a big storyline to bring in for the last season too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I don't know
It
how they're
makes
gonna do it
more-
in one season.
Yeah.
Me too,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so much.
It was planned for this to be like the last season. Like, how do you introduce that big of a storyline?
Mhm.
Yeah, well, I really
100%.
wanted, like, I wish that we had, like, Clark, Murphy, and Raven involved in the Anomaly storyline, like, right away. Like, it would have been really cool if they were trapped there as well with Echo and Gabriel and Hope. Like, I think that would have been really cool just to have everybody we love trying to find out what happened and everything. I feel like
Yeah.
Sanctum was last season, so this season, it would have been really fun if all of our guys were focused on one thing together for the whole entire season. I think
Mhm.
that would have been better, but...
Yeah,
Yeah.
but anyway, it's still like really good.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Still really interesting.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, I so many questions. I thought I was gonna get some answers.
Nothing.
Like
Yeah,
it's so
no.
Give us nothing.
it was easier while we were literally rewatching the episode while editing. We forgot that we were supposed to edit. We just let it play and like listen to the episode basically. And then like more things made sense.
Yeah.
But like I have to go through it again because like there's so
Literally,
many things that are
we
mentioned.
paused we paused like the TV when we were watching like halfway through, and I was like, "Explain this to me." Like I have no idea what's happening, and I feel like once you like actually like think about it and you like go back and look, like it's hard to follow, but it's also like you just have to really think and like focus,
Mhm.
like listen
Yeah.
when you watch. Like more so, I feel like than any other season that we had. Like this is definitely the most complicated.
It's certainly one you got to rewatch and
Yeah.
really focus on. If you
Mhm.
want to
Yeah.
get it all.
I think
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
like we spent so much time wondering like what will happen, like things we clearly the show didn't give us answers for, but we just kept like, wait, so what does that mean? And like there's no way we could get answers for that. And so we just kept getting lost during the review. So literally, our review is not a review. Our review is just like a ton of questions. Like about Bardo. Can't wait to see what Bardo is. Honestly, I'm just
Yeah,
waiting
that's episode 5, right?
for 5. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so
Well,
excited for episode 5. In episode 4, I think maybe, right? In episode 4, Clark is gonna find out that like they are taking.
Yeah, that's what the
They're,
description says about the
there is-
episode. Yeah.
So that's episode 4, and then in episode 5, we're all going to Bardo and Anomaly, and we're gonna find more about them. Literally, you can skip episode 2 and 3 and episode 4. You can just skip them and give me episode 5. I want it.
Yes.
I know. I'm really
No,
excited
no,
to find out what happened to Diuza.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Octavia.
yeah.
What happened?
They
I
are
feel like she's older. Like I feel like she's a lot older.
But
no, but the
she
thing is,
she actually shouldn't be like she should be 10 years older than like she was in Sanctum, because
But I have a
like she
question.
went with Octavia on that planet, and like time goes as same as here, right?
I don't think so. I was literally wondering, there is no way Octavia, the amount she spent in the Anomaly was like 15 seconds, let's say. And that was like 10 years on Planet Beta. And there is no way she wasn't on Bardo for at least an hour. Like, she knew things from Bardo, right? She was like, tell him it's done, so she knows a him. She had to have been there for at least a day, for at least an hour, let's say, let's say it was a day, and I was literally
I think
today.
I think that's gonna be a hole. Honestly, maybe it's not. I don't know. So you think
that's a
time
big hole.
goes? You think time goes faster in Bargo too?
Yes, I was doing
But
calculations.
then they should all be that. You know, if it
No,
goes
yeah,
faster,
I was
then
literally, I have a book here. I was doing calculations. I was like, let's say Octavia, I was in the same person. I was like, let's say Octavia spends an hour in Bardo, and that's like 10 seconds our time. And if Bellamy is there for 2 days, because like I'm assuming the first 4 episodes are in 2 days, because I think someone from the reviewers said or something, that's fucking 2 years Bardo time. And if Octavia is in Bardo for like a day, that's 47 years in Sanctum time.
My mind is blowing.
In Bardo time. What?
My mind is just like.
No, so I don't see a way that Bardo doesn't also have like faster time. Just like maybe not as fast as Planet Beta, but I don't see a way
but like
around
it's
it.
closer to black hole or something. So like God time goes faster or slower?
Well, it goes faster on no.
Slower. It
slower,
goes slower. So time should go slower in Bargo, but just like not like
maybe not as
Beta.
slow. Yeah. But there has to be some irregularities because Octavia came back in like 15 seconds. And she was also in Bardo. So like there's no way that's normal time.
Yeah, she was also in Bardo.
Yeah. So Grandpa Bellamy, that's what we're basically going on.
So how is Bellamy gonna be that much older, you think?
No, let's say
I don't think it's gonna be that older. Maybe a few years, top, like the
in
most.
my calculations, let's say Octavia is there for 2 hours. That would mean when they arrive, Bellamy is 4 years older. I will be okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's not a big difference.
That's not like
as long as he's not gray and he doesn't have a cane, you know.
Yeah,
exactly. It would be like 2,199 days. And that would be great for me.
So wait, Octavia is technically older now than him.
Yeah, Octavia is older than all of them now.
Yeah.
Diosa is gonna be gray.
Uh-huh.
Like I feel like because she was already older.
Yeah, I don't know. I like depends on how long she was in Bardo. Oh wait. Oh no, Diosa, I don't know. She could be dead.
Well,
because, like, Octavia,
I don't
definitely not gonna be. Why would she be that? She's definitely not gonna be that.
If Octavia came back, and
but then
Octavia
she's
came back after 11.
Yeah, but Bellamy. How long was Octavia here? On Sanctum.
Where?
On Sanctum, when she came back and when they took her again.
Yeah, that's what I don't know. I'm like assuming that was a day, like between episodes 1 and 13. Was that like? I can't remember what happened, but like in my mind, maybe it was a day. It was all very fast.
Dang.
Well, wait, didn't Hope say that the reason why she even stabbed Octavia was to save her mom, and it wasn't actual. Yeah, she tagged her, so it wasn't an actual death or anything like that, but it was to save Diosa. So we know that she's alive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. She's gonna be alive 100%. I just don't know how they're gonna explain all of these questions and these holes
in one season.
I don't know either what they're gonna do with this.
And the problem is we're still having Sanctum. I feel like Sanctum's was last season. Like this is so much.
Literally nobody cares about Sanctum.
I literally forgot about Sanctum until you mentioned them. Literally forgot.
I know.
No. When I saw in promo that the next episode is only in Sanctum or whatever, I was so disappointed.
We were so disappointed.
My God.
I literally couldn't care less about them right now.
No,
I just want Clark to be a part of this cool storyline, and I can't wait to see what she has to say about the anomaly and all of that stuff. And I can't wait for her to interact with Hope, and I can't wait for Maddie. Actually, I hope that we get to see Maddie interacting with Hope too, because they were both two people who were stranded alone for a while, and they both grew up in different situations, but kind of similar. And I feel like that could be a really good friendship.
That could be, but I feel like we're not gonna.
We're probably not gonna get that.
Exactly.
Jason won't give us that.
It's not enough time.
Exactly. We don't have time for anything, let alone new friendships. I don't think nothing was that good. I mean,
We don't
it's
have time
great.
for our current
Those people
friendships.
could like understand each other well, but I don't think we're getting anything.
No. Honestly, to be honest, there's probably a higher chance of them developing a Mary and Hope friendship than like making any advances on friendships and relationships we already have, because like that's what the show does.
That's
So honestly, if I
Rome
even
with
get,
Ethan.
I don't know. I'm just so confused about everything happening in Bardo
Yes.
and the Anomaly, and I just
yeah.
like I was I can't even process. I don't know what Bellamy is doing there. I don't know how many years it has passed, because if some years have passed, Bellamy could be the leader at Bardo. Honestly, I believe that.
He took it
I
over.
buy into that storyline. If he's there for like, let's say 4-6 years, of course he's the leader, right? So maybe
He's the president of the new world.
yeah, because like what didn't the guy say? Our leader thinks you're the best hope for humanity's last war, or something like
But
that.
I think there is a big possibility that they're gonna have his memories or something like that. Exactly like we saw that Octavia is in promo. We saw that Octavia is lying somewhere and like, right, in the
Yeah, that
white
was like
room,
that
and there is
looks like-
something attached to her head or someone is walking. So I think they're gonna have their memories, or they're gonna be put in the chips or something like that.
yeah. I
So
don't
think
know. I mean, yeah,
so
possibly.
more there is bigger possibility for that, something like that happening.
Yeah.
Some people in the comments are saying that Bardo has the same time as Sanctum.
Well, that's what we
It-
thought. The only problem is that Octavia had to be in like Bardo, right?
Yeah.
And that's
She
the only
had to be
problem.
there like for at least some time.
And she came back immediately. But I
Yeah.
think I think maybe, I don't know, maybe only that's like the mistake, and they decided about they figured the entire Bardo storyline later, because I don't know.
That is a big mistake to make, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
That is like that is not like a small thing that like people catch up on later. Like that is a big thing for me.
I feel like I need a notebook watching this show.
That's me.
Literally,
I should have been writing down this whole conversation.
No,
It's
so,
like-
like, I don't. There's no way the time in Bardo moves. Like, did someone like say that? Was that like an interview I missed or something? Because I haven't read anything about that, and like from seeing what we've seen, I don't think there's a way for the time in Bardo, unless they somehow control time. Like, and that's then a whole other different storyline that we're
I hope
delving
not.
into.
Honestly, I
Well, we
hope
don't know
not.
much about the people in the suits like that came and took them. We don't know much about them. Like they could be controlling it somehow.
We're delving into Doctor Who then. I don't know how they plan to do this in like 14 episodes. That's ridiculous. That I don't know how.
Those people, I feel like they're like the peacekeepers from Hunger Games. I don't know why, but every time I look at them, they look like peacekeepers. But I think that they also, like, how cool would it be though if we actually knew one of them? If somebody that we love is in one of those masks at one point, and
No, yeah.
I don't know. What if we see Bellamy like that?
yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, but
saw
there
it.
was.
That's good. I like that. That was good. That's
That
good.
would be
That would be
Didn't
cool.
Hope say something like a friend in Bargo inside, like,
Yeah, she has like inside information from Bardo. Yeah.
yeah. So maybe we do know some, but we couldn't possibly know, right? Who could we possibly know? I don't think we can possibly
Well,
know.
I don't know how the timeline works. Like, if Bellamy is in Bardo and time goes slower here, can he go? I don't. That's too much. And my
But
brain is. I don't know how.
Bellamy came in Bargo after Hope came to Sanctum, so he could not possibly be the insider in Bargo. That
Yeah,
Hope
that's
is
true.
talking about.
But like, if time goes slower on Bardo,
You could be at
like
two
if you
places at
travel
once.
to it, like, oh my, I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, if you, I don't know. Like, if you time travel, that's like not.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't know how to say it. Like, can
You're-
he? in the future go in the past and
Yeah,
like
it's
tell
like
people
he's
before it
in both
happened?
places. He's in
Exactly. I don't know
both
how that
places
works.
because
Okay.
of the time.
But
We're
this
gonna have two Bellamys?
like do this. No,
Yeah, technically, no, it's not two Bellamys, but
No, but it
it's
could be like
different
Bellamy
time.
and
Octavia, Octavia went from Bardo, let's say. But like not two Bellamys because Bellamy was not on planet Beta.
okay, but
I
in the
don't know what I'm
first
saying.
episode, I don't think we even discussed this, but in the first episode, there was a piece of dialogue, and I saw some people mention it on Twitter. That's why I'm bringing it up. Hope said, "Your Bellamy" to Echo and Gabriel and them. Like she said something, your
Yeah,
Bellamy.
I thought that was weird when she said that.
So
Like something your Bellamy. Like she didn't say Bellamy, she said your Bellamy.
There's
So
Wait,
two.
like
you are Bellamy or your Bellamy?
your Bellamy.
like your Bellamy, as in like I have another version of a
Like
Bellamy.
my Bellamy, your Bellamy.
Whoa. Whoa.
Two bombs.
That's what I'm talking about. Wait, no,
Two
that
Bellamys.
that makes me that makes my brain hurt.
Really cool.
I like having two Bellamys.
We have 0 Bellamys right now, and we are hoping for 2.
I know we can't even get one Bellamy.
Oh my
I'm
god.
very
Has anyone
tempted on
seen
one.
no wait, has anyone seen Doctor Who?
I've seen like 2 episodes, not a lot.
Okay, doesn't matter. At one point there are like 2 doctors. And the one doctor, the one like continues through the seasons, but the other one ends up with the girl, you know? So we have 2 Bellamys, one can die.
The other one
And the
gets
other
the
one.
girl.
I like that. That's a good loophole. Let's go with that
I
ending.
think that's not gonna happen, but
We're still
We're all
.-5%.
clowns.
did she really say your Bellamy?
Yeah. If you go back, there's a scene right in the beginning with Hope.
That sounds vaguely familiar. Do you know what she said before?
That's I know what scene you're talking about, but I can't remember that it was like your Bellamy. I know that she read on like
Something
the
like
paper
your Bellamy's
about Bellamy, like trust
your Bellamy
Bellamy.
with Pagan or something like that, or your Bellamy. It was something your Bellamy.
Okay, but someone told Hope to trust Bellamy. No, did Hope write that?
No, didn't she say Octavia wrote it?
No one said that, right? Did someone say that?
No,
I don't
we
know.
don't know who wrote it, but like yeah, she knows that she should trust Bellamy.
No, I thought I don't know if like she wrote that for herself because like she knew she was gonna lose her memories.
Yeah, that's
And like
possibility.
she wrote that so that she could know that she could trust Bellamy, but like Bellamy's not here, so whatever. Or is that a message for them because Bellamy is on Bardo already in Hope's time? She maybe already talked to. I can't do that.
Oh
What
my
is
God.
That is too much. That is too much. Like does this make sense? Like what I'm thinking about, like for Bellamy to be able to like technically go back in time, but she's not going back in time because time is slower there. I don't know.
Because time is slower and time is faster somewhere else. You
Yeah,
can
so like
be
if
in the slower time and the faster time at the same time.
so confused. I'm so confused.
We'll see. That makes 0 sense to me.
Nothing makes sense to me. I'm making things up about
Literally
people
0
time
sense
traveling.
to me.
It's a lot.
No, I don't know. I actually don't know. But if she said your Bellamy, I have to go back to that and like see what she said before that. Like, does anyone know what she said before that? Like, what is the context of your Bellamy?
I'm gonna find the scene.
Because like if she said your Bellamy, then there's
I know it's in our reaction because I had said something about it.
maybe someone in the comments knows. I'm so confused by that. Oh my god. But Bellamy can't be older. Isn't there a picture of Bob where he looks, not old?
Yeah.
But Octavia is 10 years older, and she doesn't look a day older. So like,
That's true.
probably
Yeah.
they don't care about that.
Yeah,
Honestly.
but that means like Bellamy didn't age like dramatically. Like he
No,
aged maybe
I don't
let's say
think so.
5 years or
Oh,
something.
I found it. Hold on. Let's see.
This is so meta.
Okay, so Echo says to Hope, why are they taking Bellamy? It's the anomaly. And she goes, your Bellamy's gone.
Yeah, but look, okay, at that point, Hope doesn't have her memories back, right? She doesn't remember anything, so she couldn't possibly remember Bellamy if he was in Bardo, right? And yeah,
Yeah, but why wouldn't she just be like,
Bellamy is your Bellamy
why
because
would
it's
she say
there.
your Bellamy?
Yeah,
I just thought
because
it was
she
weird.
wrote.
She's like, your Bellamy's gone. Like,
Yeah, but she wrote it on paper, trust Bellamy. So like the only person she should trust, that she knows that she should trust, is not here, is not there, right?
Yeah,
So
she
it's
shouldn't have her memories.
she shouldn't have her memories, and I think it's nothing. Your Bellamy. I think it wouldn't make any difference if she only said Bellamy. Bellamy's not there. Like, why would she call someone she doesn't know Bellamy? I don't know.
Wendy said, your Bellamy simply could be the Belle she knows from O's childhood, and the your Bellamy could be the Bellamy O barely knew because they were separated.
That was just a weird way of saying it, though. That was just
yeah.
That was weirdly written.
Maybe she said your Bellamy.
It is Jason.
Octavia's Bellamy. I still think it was weird. I feel like it just sounded weird.
This is
know.
Jason's
I don't think
plan.
that means anything because she shouldn't have her memories. Like
like how would she wouldn't even remember that she heard stories about him.
The only thing she doesn't remember anything. The only thing she knows is that she wrote like trust Bellamy. So it makes sense to me that she asked like your Bellamy. But it's not that.
No, like then I just think it's like a weird writing choice. Say your
Yeah,
Bellamy.
I think it's a weird writing choice, honestly.
Just the your part. If
It's
she had
Jason.
said like Bellamy's gone, that wouldn't have been a big thing. But she
because like if she had her memories, then okay, yes, all we said. But if she doesn't have her memories, then what the fuck does that even mean? Yeah, no. But who told her to trust Bellamy? Did she write that so she could, find him and do what? She came there to kill Octavia. I mean, not kill her, tag her.
Mm-hmm.
Trust him with what?
I don't know. We have to find that all out. We don't know anything. They literally showed us only story about Octavia being there for 10 years. We have no clue about anything else. There is so many questions.
My brain is literally hurting. It's starting to hurt. I'm not even joking.
I didn't catch that the helmets help keep their memories. I didn't even.
They put on the helmet and said something about Andrews wants them to remember everything or something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Andrew.
That makes sense. Like the anomaly makes you kind of lose whatever memory you had of the planet you were on. But like if you had that protection, like sure you remember.
Sure. We're going with that.
Wait, what is Bellamy's memory gonna look like?
Well, maybe before they took him. Well,
before they dragged him off, did they put a helmet?
No, but like, look, Octavia, when she went into the anomaly and on the other planet, she remembered everything.
Yeah.
So, like, only if you go to Sanctum, you don't remember things from the other planets? How does that work?
Sanctum sucks. That's why.
That's true. Yeah, so like he's not gonna lose his memories. Yeah, no, Bellamy's good. He doesn't lose his memories from Sanctum, only if he like, let's say, goes back from that planet Bardo to Sanctum, he would have to wear the thing.
But then he only loses memories like that.
Oh, the banner. Yeah. His memory is fine. There's like, I don't think that's a thing.
I don't think we have to worry about that, honestly.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, why the helmet said to kill Hope on site? What's that all about? But extract.
I don't know. Yeah, that's so. I forgot that. Like, kill Hope on site, and like we know that she went. Especially because she has a deal like with them to tag Octavia so she could save the Yoza, right? So like it's not like she had a deal, some kind of deal, and they're like kill her on site.
Unless they said no to the deal. And she doesn't know that.
Or
and they just want to kill her immediately now that she got Octavia in there. She tagged Octavia, so let's just kill her. and be
Yeah,
done.
maybe they just wanted to use her and then just like.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my
But
god.
why,
So people
why do we even care?
Then you know Bellamy's not in charge if it was kill Hope on site. You know Bellamy's definitely not a part of that.
No, definitely
Yeah,
not.
I wonder, like, I hope he's not like being tortured or something. Like,
of course, why wouldn't he be?
yeah, there is a big possibility for that, honestly.
Either he's in charge or getting tortured. That there is no way that we just see Bellamy, in his own place, like drinking tea. Oh, what's up, you guys? Haven't seen you in a while. No way. So either he's like bleeding or he's good and in charge. What is the third option for him? It never existed. I don't know.
On a less confusing note, I love Dioza in this episode.
Yes.
They
I
also
love how she got to live in peace for a little bit. Like all the
Oh my God, I love
flashbacks
this.
with her and Octavia and Hope were so cute. Like the little
Yeah.
family that they made.
Yeah, I
Yes.
loved it. I was honestly so sad when Octavia wanted to leave. Like I know, I like part of me, of course, wants her to leave and to go back to Bellamy, and I'm so happy she's trying and she wants to come back and to save him and everything. But at the same time, they were living peacefully. Like,
Mhm.
don't leave them.
I know.
But honestly, yeah, they were living peacefully, but like watching them after like spending 2 months in quarantine, I was just like, fucking, I would lose my mind for 10 years with nothing else. Like 2 months, I was dying. 10 years, no fucking way. I
Yeah,
think
I
mean,
agree.
that is good for
But,
Dioza and
but
Octavia who have shit
honestly,
to work through. But I would have lost it.
exactly. That's what I want to say. That's what I wanted to tell you. If you had Octavia's and Diosa's life, if you spent 6 years in that bunker, I think you would want to be 10 years on the planet, like alone, chilling. I think
Yeah,
you would
honestly.
like that, honestly.
If I was any character from the 100, I would need a remote island for like at least 20 years to recuperate from everything.
Mhm.
So I get it.
Exactly.
I get it. From their perspective, yeah. But
yeah,
I
I love
felt
everything about it. I really loved seeing them all have like a little family and be at peace, especially because if you think of the life that Dioza lived as well, like how she was on a prisoner ship, and then you think of the life that Octavia
Yeah.
lived down in the bunker. Like if you remember them back from like season 5 to now, it's just amazing. Their development. I love that we got to see it for a little while. And I think Moray's acting, like if you think about
Yes.
the level that she's done for 7 seasons, it's amazing, these different versions of Octavia that we get to see. And I really think that she's one of the best developed characters on the show.
Yes.
The fact
Yeah,
that she
definitely,
understood
definitely.
too, like she understood where Bellamy was coming from all of those years.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was a
She wanted
great
to get
circle.
back to him
Yeah.
to tell him that she understood because of Hope. Like
Yeah, I think that's the best part of it, honestly, because she finally, like, her character developed and developed, but there was always that part that was missing, like in her relationship with Bellamy, because they were never okay. And so yeah, I think that was definitely what was missing in her character, to understand what was Bellamy going through and like what he did for her through all this time. So I think this was like amazing.
Yeah. It's like finally you want her to have that clarity with Bellamy, and that's why I'm really excited to see when they finally have that conversation, Bellamy and Octavia. I think it's going to be really good and really long overdue.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'm so happy to see it, but at the same time I can't be like positive about it, because I know, like we talked about it, that Bellamy is gonna die, and I don't think they and their relationship like deserve that. Like we're watching them being miserable for like 6 years, for like 6 seasons, and now when finally Octavia figures stuff out and when they're gonna finally be good, it's gonna last for 2 episodes.
yeah.
No.
What really sucks about that.
way to bring it down, Milena. Way to bring it down.
Yeah.
We were here, now we're
so
here.
happy thinking about Bellamy and Octavia finally being good. Then Milena reminds me, don't do nothing.
Bellamy's gonna die.
Anyway.
Everyone everyone keeps asking us like, you don't know that he'll die, and like, no, we don't know, but
We're all just trying to prepare ourselves mentally.
yeah, no, like,
Yeah,
like I feel
if
like
it's low,
better if
we're fine.
Yeah,
yeah,
keep
I feel
it
like it's
very
better if
low.
we keep saying, yeah, he's gonna die, so that we can like, I don't know, come to peace with it when it finally happens. I mean, it's gonna be bad, let's be real, but
Yeah.
maybe it's gonna be easier. I don't know. But no, yeah, about Octavia, I honestly think like this was the only way to do this. Like they literally had to give her 10 years, okay? Literally, because like she can't. Their whole relationship was kind of based on, I don't know, it was like from growing up, it was very fucked up because like of the way they grew up, and like Bellamy sort of not being her brother, but more being her guardian and everything, and Octavia expecting him to be that for her. And I think like literally there couldn't have been like just one moment for Octavia to realize all that, and like for them to change their dynamic into something more healthier. So they literally gave her 10 fucking years to figure it out, and now they can be actually good until Bellamy dies, and then whatever.
That's gonna be a
Yeah,
very
exactly.
sad live chat when we get to that point.
Oh, I'm ready.
Logan always
Then it's
ready.
not
We have
gonna be
all- we
enough
have to be
alcohol.
ready. Yeah.
We should just call it like drunk live chat, and we're all just gonna be like crying with like a bottle.
or it's gonna be like a pissed off live chat. Really?
Yeah. It'll probably be both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have speeches prepared.
Eulogies.
My speech is just a lot of curse words. That's the whole speech. Nothing else. Nothing comprehensive. Yeah, let's not talk about Bellamy dying before we have to, right? Why would we? Let's talk about more of the anomaly that we don't understand. I'm kidding. No, let's not.
Bellamy's only one dies, and we have another one. Like, listen.
I don't want to like think that though, because I feel like if I think that, then it's really gonna hurt more when there's only one Bellamy dies. We have another one.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I feel like episode 5 is gonna be when we get some of the answers, like just a little bit, just so we can see like what is Bardo and how it works. And I honestly can't wait. I can't wait because like I'm assuming that we were gonna see Bardo when Clark and everyone else arrives, or maybe we see Bardo when Octavia arrives with Diosa the first time. Oh, maybe we see it like that first time. I don't know.
But what I don't know.
We might see it in like them like arriving together as prisoners.
But like, why wouldn't they end up on Skyring first, like everybody else did? Like, how do we get from our version of like the anomaly, like in Sanctum, to Bardo when it seems?
I think it goes in order, doesn't it?
Yeah, because they came to take them, right? To bring them to Bardo.
Yeah, they brought them, but we have Clark. We see in the trailer we have Clark, Indra, Raven. Like they're all going in there. So if they're going into the anomaly, wouldn't they end up in the same place that Echo, Gabriel, Hope, like all of them?
They'll end up inspiring, right?
Well, no, maybe I'm sure. I think the people from Bardo come for them, and I think the people from Bardo know how to get to Bardo. I'm sure they figured out how to use the anomaly stones or whatever it is, right? The circly things.
Yeah, like they can control.
I'm sure they can just like go. They can manipulate the anomaly, but like if you stumble into the anomaly, you'll go to the sky ring. But like they can, I guess, manipulate it or whatever.
To kind of bring you to Bardo.
I'm literally making things up. I don't know what I'm saying this. I don't know. I'm assuming. It sounds realistic. I don't know.
And also Anders, who we meet, he's like the guy with the beard who throws away.
Oh, that's Orlando?
Was that's Orlando? That's
Orlando. Isn't Anders?
Anders is the head of the disciples. We don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, there were too many names thrown out.
I know, right?
Orlando's the guy that threw the thing on the floor, right? He crashed it.
Yeah, the guy who lost it, the prisoner.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
Somehow he's gonna end up there, and we have to find out what that's about. Like it seems like they bring prisoners to Skyrim. Like this is gonna be like a jail almost.
No, that's the thing. Bardo seems everything we know from Bardo. They said that everyone in Bardo has to be like a warrior or something. And like if you're weak and like don't want to fall in line or something, they bring you there to basically, yeah, in jail to break you until you become also one of them. So I mean, Bardo doesn't sound good to me. Bardo seems bad. I don't know though. How do they come to that? That's like Legis 3, right? Those are technically people from our time. How do they develop into that?
I don't know, but like, yeah, there was like, I read someone said that there were like 5 missions that
Yeah.
were sent on 5 planets.
Yeah,
That's
people who are trying to explain in our comments to us what happened in the
Yeah.
episode. So that was so nice. They were just like, yeah. Yeah, they went on 5 missions. And like that
So who
guy,
knows what was
I don't know. Like that guy who that the guy that the Gabriel was trying to read the chip off of went to Skyring, and some other went to Bardo, I'm assuming. Who knows the other 2 planets? 3 planets? 2, I guess. Is that important? I don't know. There's no way
We
those
don't
2
have enough
planets all
time.
have to be important. There's no way. Yeah,
We don't have enough time.
Mm-mm. Probably empty planets, whatever. I don't get it. I don't get how they could escalate to that. That seems a lot. But like everything I heard from Bardo doesn't seem like a good place. Or what I'm assuming
Yeah.
about Bardo doesn't seem like a good place.
Well, it's definitely not, because think about the way that they took Diyoza and Octavia. Like, that was
Yeah,
nasty.
but like that for me at that point, I didn't think that necessarily meant they were bad, because they should know Diyoza from being like, if they're descendants from Eligius 3, they should know Diyoza, and Diyoza is basically guilty for the end of the world, kind of. So like, if they're hostile towards her, that will make sense to me.
Ooh, that's
But yeah,
Which is why they would want to kill Hope, I guess. Maybe.
Yeah, but that was also like how many 300 years ago, and they have no, like, they also lived in that time, like,
no,
you know,
but like, yeah,
she
but like,
just-
you learned history,
just a
right?
name.
Like,
It
would
just
wouldn't
been, like,
make you
the
saw
name.
Hitler if you saw Hitler, you know? I'm sure Diyoza could, like, they learned why they had to escape, basically, and why the world was ruined. I'm sure they know Diyoza's name and her
Yeah,
face.
but like, I don't know. Yeah.
Making things up here, literally making them up. So like, that's why I thought like maybe they're not bad guys. Maybe they just, you know, don't like Diyoza for good reasons. They don't know her well. But now I like looking back when they said like everyone's a follower there. If you don't fall in line, they send you to the planet or prison, whatever. It doesn't seem, you know, nice there. So I don't know. They could be brainwashing them. Oh God, brainwashed Bellamy.
Oh, wow.
Oh, what?
So much.
I don't know. There's so many possibilities, and I like very few of the possibilities. So I don't know.
And Jason likes all the ones that you don't like.
As always, as per usual. I think he just like reads my mind, and he's like, "Oh, you don't want that? Let me give you that." Okay. I guess. I don't know. So I have no idea. I don't know. Anything could happen.
It's a lot. It's a lot to make sense of. It's a lot of timelines. That's why, like, I don't understand. I'm gonna be so confused about the Sanctum stuff, because I'm gonna be just so focused in on the Anomaly and figuring that out that
It's gonna be so easy.
Sanctum's gonna blow up soon.
So easy. Like, who
Sanctum-
knows?
yeah, literally.
What?
Sanctum, it'll blow up soon. Sanctum. So what? No need to worry.
Fingers crossed. Okay, fingers crossed. I can't. I don't.
I feel like that house that they were all living in, that little like dream house, looks like it came from a fanfic, is gonna go soon.
yeah,
That's
that's,
If there's a semblance of a happy ending, like Clark has to live somewhere, right? And I'm assuming she gets her happy ending. So maybe it doesn't get destroyed.
I feel like somebody has to get a happy ending on this show.
Not us. But like, at least Clark. I don't know. I really
Watch
don't
it.
know.
It'll just be the chip.
Just the chip living at the house.
Like the last one standing.
Oh, someone commented below our video something about how they think Gabriel will put the chip from the guy because
Yeah,
like
not
they
only
broke
one
the-
guy.
I talked about
that
Two of
that. I
them
talked
they're
about
commented
gonna
that.
that
put
as
the chip
well.
in Gabriel so that they can see.
Yeah,
But
hopefully
that means
not.
Gabriel dies.
Yeah, hopefully not. I would hate that.
Who would
Honestly.
they put it into? Who would they put
Yeah,
it
wait, what?
Like the chip Gabriel had that he was trying to read, because like now he can't read it.
Mhm.
Someone mentioned that they think that they're gonna like Echo and Hope. I mean, with Gabriel's help, are gonna put it into Gabriel, so that if that chip is in him, then
He
is
gets
he
like
then
the
that guy?
information.
How does that work though?
I know
Right?
Yeah,
I
he,
know.
then he's that guy. That guy took like his body, and then he's that guy, and he can remember like what he did the last time.
To open the anomaly,
Yeah,
whatever.
like he would have that memory to figure
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah, which would mean
I could
Gabriel
see
dies.
that.
And
I
then
really hope.
but then someone else commented below that, like that they also think that is gonna happen because, like, in the trailer, you see something about, I don't know, Gabriel's neck or something. I don't know. Like,
No, it's not in the trailer. It was in the episode. Like there was a shot after the guy like broke that thing. There was a shot on Gabriel's neck. Someone, I think I read that like in the
Oh.
comments. So that's why they think that that's gonna happen. And
Oh, they
hopefully
like.
not. I don't want. I really like Gabriel.
I definitely think he's gonna die though, because Gabriel is
Yeah.
someone who's also lived a very, very long time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That
I'm like shocked, but at the same time.
understandable in that way. I think that he'll be okay dying and sacrificing himself too, because he's lived
Yeah.
his life.
Yeah, and I think especially after killing. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, killing, sure. Josephine, that like he was in love for hundreds of years or however long. I think like maybe he's, you know, ready to go after living that full of a life. Like he didn't even want to live in that body. Like he wanted to die before that.
That's true. That's true. But I wish he would find out everything about the world because he's so interested in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Before
for all selfish reasons, I want him alive.
yeah.
Yeah, I like him. I don't want him to die anytime soon.
Yeah, me neither. Like he's one of the most interesting there right now.
Yeah.
Killing the interesting characters and giving us shit. Like they killed Rowan and gave me Echo. Why? Who asked for
true.
that?
Yeah.
So like,
Everybody's saying in the comments that they want the chip to go in Echo, but I don't think that's not gonna happen.
oh yeah, no. Oh, why?
God knows what's gonna happen in Bardo.
I
Um, um,
love Gabriel, but I didn't understand half the shit he was saying in this episode. I had to like pause it to listen to it again because it was just coming.
Yeah, I'm like thinking he's so smart, but I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
we didn't even pause it. We just didn't understand and kept going.
Yeah. Yeah, we just kept going and then understand much more when we rewatched it.
Yeah, when we were editing, we were just like, oh, okay, that's what he was saying.
Yeah.
And we spent like half of the review me asking like,
Yeah.
why were all those dead bodies next to each other? And
Yeah.
like in the episode, someone said that the Orlando guy or something, dug them up. And I spent like half an hour. I don't get it. Why would they all be together? This guy died hundreds of years before them. What is happening? I was literally going on and on about it. And like, I don't know. Oh, also, I will never let it go. I will never let that line go. Milena gets annoyed at me because I cannot stop talking about that line. The children in episode 2, season 6. Are you here to take us home? Was that nothing? Was that a mistake?
Oh.
No, wait, hold on. That could come back because that could mean home as in Bardo.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I said. Was Sanctum also a jail? But why would they send children to jail? But maybe they're not.
They didn't send children. They were there for like 200 years, you know. So like
Yeah.
it's not those children were just born there.
Yeah.
They didn't send them.
Oh,
They
no.
sent only primes, but like they kept
But they
How did-
learned. They probably learned in like history class that their home was somewhere else originally.
But you know what I don't get? Okay, so if they were like, if
But I
Eligius,
think Bargo. Say you go.
there were like what multiple Eligius 3 groups, like they split up to, I don't know, search planets. And so okay, they found the Alpha, right, that Sanctum, and then the other guys found Bardo. And so what, they just decided, okay, you stay there and we'll stay here, and like cut communications, or they never talked to each other again? No one knows what they found.
I don't know if it works like that. I think Becca like divided them into like 5 missions.
But
I don't
shouldn't they
know.
know about each other? Like,
I don't know. We don't know anything about that.
Maybe there's some
honestly.
kind of deal where like they
And-
leave, like they kind of leave Sanctum like they don't go and bother them type thing.
But
I
also,
don't.
Russell said something about the greater truth.
Russell's dead, so we won't know.
Yeah, but like he said something to what's his Jordan, like something about Jordan saw something while he was like, I don't know, close to death, and then Russell knew what he saw, and he was like, that's your problem now. The truth that is, I don't know, I can't remember what he said, but implied something, the truth that is bigger than anything or whatever. What is, I'm gonna lose my mind with this season. I don't I'm losing brain. I feel like my head has holes. I never felt more stupid in my life discussing the show. Like, I don't know what is happening. I can't connect any dots. Nothing.
I
So
think
many
there's a lot of
questions.
things we're not supposed to know yet.
Yeah, I think that we're not supposed to know anything right now.
Yeah, no.
I also
And
want to know what happened to Hope, because she was left there by herself for how long, and did anybody think to go get her? Like, did another prisoner come there? Like, I don't know. I feel like what happened to her when
They
she
didn't
was
know she was there.
Wait,
She
didn't
was
she
there for 10 more years, right?
Yeah.
recognize one of the bodies though?
yeah,
yeah,
no,
that
she had a
was like
prisoner,
Beth.
yeah.
That was the guy who came and like she spent those 10 years with him,
Yeah.
and like he taught her how to fight and everything.
Yeah, but where's that story? Like, I want to see that. Like, I want to see what happened to her and how long she was by herself on that planet. And
It was,
Assume
for
we're gonna
10
get
years.
some of that.
No, for a few months. She said like Beck came like few months after Diosa and Octavia were taken. So like Beck came and she was there for there for 20 years, 10 with Octavia and Diosa, and 10 with like that guy Beck or whatever his name is.
But do we think, did she at one point and somehow also go to Bardo? Because
Yeah, definitely.
or did someone come to her from Bardo and told her like, you have to tag Octavia in Sanctum?
Yeah, definitely. I think after those 10 years, she definitely either somebody come to get her, or she like managed to somehow go to Bargo, you know.
But
then she made that deal for Diosa and Octavia.
Yeah, but like for me, it always seemed like when Octavia tell him it's done, it always like seemed to me before this season that like they both knew the him, like they both had more story than like, okay, Octavia and Diosa disappeared after her first 10 years, and then she just saw Octavia in Sanctum when she stabbed her. Like they're both talking, but like
no, I think
Octavia,
they were both. You think no, I don't think she couldn't have been there after when she couldn't have been in Bargo when Octavia was in Bargo. There is no way.
Yeah, no, I know I get that, but I don't get anything.
No, there is no way for that.
I don't know. I'm just so confused. Like, I mean, Hope has to know who has her mother, and Octavia has to know like who's Hope referring to that has her mother.
Well, that's the guy from like what's his name, Anders or somebody.
I don't know if it's Anders. Anders is the head of the disciples, but he's not in charge, right?
I don't know. I don't know who are the disciples. I forgot honestly.
For me, honestly, it seemed like Anders was, let's say, the head of the army. I mean, everyone there has to be the army, right? Because everyone has to be a soldier or something. I don't know what they said, honestly. But to me, it seemed like Anders. They said, I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe Anders is the main guy in charge. I don't know. I feel like there was something that made me think that he's not the main guy in charge, but I could be wrong, honestly.
I'm so confused.
There's so much.
This is not a review. Again, this is just me asking questions, just millions of questions. Let's get Jason on here. Let's ask him.
Please explain us the plot. We're so confused. I mean,
he's trying to do too much, honestly. He's just trying to do too much.
yeah, I think there's a lot. I mean, this honestly could have been its own TV show, like realistically.
Yeah, but it is gonna be. I think this is more like preparation for his like spin-off, or if he gets it. I think that spin-off is gonna be more about like when they came to these planets and the entire storyline, basically.
Stop, because that actually
isn't the spin-off supposed to be about like how grounders were created?
I think it's gonna be. I don't know. I think it's gonna be. I think he's not gonna go back to Earth. I think he's gonna definitely be like here on these planets and everything.
I thought it was. I thought he said it was. No. Do we know what's the plot of the show?
But we're gonna get the episode like
one we're watching,
like 5 episodes, so we're gonna find out what the show is gonna be called.
Yeah. Is it the 8th?
8, episode 8, right?
Backdoor pilot. So we'll see. We'll get more answers about that when we watch it. But I mean,
literally,
it'll actually be interesting because if it is that I don't.
We're not gonna watch another Jason Rothenberg show. We can't do that to ourselves. But yeah, I think as well it's gonna be very interesting if he keeps like them on these planets and the entire thing.
No, literally, it could be the most interesting backdoor pilot I've seen in my life. I am not an idiot. I will not watch that show. I do not care. I will not watch it.
You can't. But it might be good. It might give us answers to the show.
I think it will. I didn't Jason do an interview where he's. I can't remember because I didn't even read it right because I didn't care. But
I don't know.
I feel like there was something about he was talking about the backdoor pilot and how it's gonna give us a lot of answers about how the grounders started and something like that.
I think he talked about wasn't that about the book, some book he wanted to write or something like that. Like he wanted to write a book about the grounders and everything, but it wouldn't really make sense for him to like go back to planet to Earth and to grounders. We've seen that. I don't know. I think
unless it's time travel.
He introduced us to a whole new show, like honestly right now. So I think he's definitely gonna stick here.
Oh my god, but wait. Oh my god.
Oh,
they can't do that. No, but like if it's time travel, no, then his spin-off does not work. But like if time travel is possible and like Bellamy dies because like he volunteers to go to Earth and stop them ruining the Earth or something.
And Bellamy was actually the first grounder leader.
No way. That would be too much. I don't think that's gonna be possible.
No, I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna be time travel at all. Or at least I hope not.
I don't know. Does anyone know what Jason said about the spin-off? What is it gonna be about? Does anyone remember that?
Anybody know?
I think I kind of blocked that out because I already like decided I wasn't gonna watch it.
We're not watching it, so we're like, I heard it.
I feel like he said some information. Like I saw the cast. I remember 3 people maybe I saw. I just don't know anything.
There is cast.
Yes. Did I make that up? Wasn't there like, I don't know, 3 people who looked younger or something? There was a girl with orange hair, I think.
I don't remember that.
I mean, what do I call her? Orange, a redhead? And 2 guys, I think.
That wouldn't make any sense. Like they did. Oh, would it? Maybe it would make sense.
Nothing makes sense. We're past anything making sense.
Honestly, I can't watch anything that this guy writes again.
Yeah,
I think we've all had enough.
The drama.
Yeah.
definitely.
All right. I think this is a good time to we could put the link out there, maybe get some people in here.
Yeah,
to talk to.
definitely.
Maybe they know more than us. Honestly,
Yeah, I
maybe
think
they could
it's a
give us
good
some
time
answers.
to do
If
that.
you have any answers, we will let you in first.
Anybody want to explain the plot to us?
We need help, guys.
What did we do last time? Did we put it on Twitter and in or no? There was one that didn't work when we put it in the
It didn't work for the first link or something, and you
when we
tweeted it
commented
out.
it. I don't think it worked, right? Like in the comments. I think it worked on Twitter.
Like the link that it's a different link. Like the one that we
Yeah,
have in here didn't work for them. So it's a different link once we're live.
Oh, right. Okay.
yeah,
So
you have to
all right,
yeah,
let me
that's
copy
how it
that
works.
then.
Oh yeah, that's what we did.
Okay.
So
Wow.
confusing.
My head is
Honestly, I don't know.
pounding.
And episode 3 is gonna be Sanctum, like a storyline we all
cares?
know.
Exactly. Like,
And
who
like,
cares?
oh my God, of course the clans want to kill each other. How original.
Never
And Clark
seen
is trying to
before.
stop everyone from killing each other. How original again.
And then they're gonna bring the storyline about the grounders finding out that Matt is not a commander anymore, and they're gonna want to kill everybody else. So like, who the fuck? They should just finish with that storyline and like
I
then
say
bring
send
the
them all
story.
to
No.
send them all to Planet Beta and let's just get it over with. Just like literally push them all into the anomaly. Oh, I can't do it anymore.
Everybody has to be holding hands though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was about to ask, like, if they don't hold hands, do they end up in different places? But no, they just end up in different times. God, that's so confusing. How?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Why would they need to hold hands?
Well, because like Octavia went after Rayosa a second later, and that's 3
Yeah.
months. And so,
Yeah.
like, if one steps like a step behind, that's already 2 weeks
Yeah.
behind or something. And if they hold hands, then they just pull them together. I don't know.
Yeah. I guess so.
Okay, links on Twitter.
Okay, guys, please give us answers. I'm kidding, you don't have to. That would be lovely. I mean, I guess the show will give us answers.
At some point, yeah.
Oh, do you guys think that they will send out screeners? With the, like, you think no?
Yeah,
You're done.
Yeah.
I hope not. Honestly, I hope not. I don't like finding things out through Twitter. I really don't. Like,
Yeah.
I know people love spoilers, but I don't. I mean, if I
I
have
love-
them, it's
the
very hard
thing-
not to read them. But I don't want them.
The thing is, it's too complicated in itself, the story, to understand the spoilers that you get. Like, I think it needs to be seen. It can't be something that you just tweet about it in a thread. Like, it doesn't work that way. I know a lot of people had commented in the beginning of the chat that there was like the spoiler account, and we did see it, but we didn't understand any of it, so we just ignored it. That's basically what happened with that.
And here we are.
That was
Okay.
a funny thing,
So-
like people asking them questions, the spoiler account, and they're like, I read a question, I don't know, and they were just like mentioning 50 names. And I'm like, what are they talking about? And at that point, I still thought it was a fake account. And I was like, why are people remembering all of this? Like, guys, it's not real.
Should I let somebody in?
Okay, yeah. I
Yeah.
have to switch screens. Oh my god, I can finally see Milena. Because I could just see the 3 of them. Now I switch screens. Hello!
Hi.
Hi.
They were just like mentioning 50 names. I'm like,
I hear Lola.
oh, that's me. Okay.
Hi. Drew?
Hi.
Hello,
Hi.
Clark.
I don't know if he knows
Oh,
this.
hi.
It's Clark.
Hi. Yeah, so watch it on Zoom. Like, don't look at the YouTube chat because it doesn't, like, the time doesn't add up.
Oh yeah, they keep getting surprised when we get them.
Yeah. We like your
Can you hear us?
background. That's cool.
I love.
Yeah, that's very
background.
cool.
How
Do you
are
hear us?
you? What did you think of the episode?
Oh,
Can he
no.
hear
I
us?
liked it, but I wish
Oh.
I could saw like maybe like a little thing of Clark in it, but like not with Sanctum, just Clark.
You're
I
gonna
like
get enough
it.
Clark now. It's gonna be the whole episode 3, I think.
I'm not excited for episode 3. I don't like the Sanctum plotline.
What?
What?
I don't like Sanctum, but I like the Anomaly part.
Don't we all?
Yeah, you're with us definitely.
Need to get Clark in that.
It doesn't
I love
end.
it. You just have a giant Clark behind you.
How do I make that happen?
That's wonderful.
I need a cutout poster of just
I
Clark.
need a
in
giant Bellamy behind me.
it.
I know.
So are you confused about the anomaly as well?
Yeah, but I feel like I know part of it, but not all of it.
What parts do you know?
Yeah, just spill the
Enlighten
beans,
us.
please.
I feel like all planets lead to a different planet, and it's just like a big circle, and like it will.
Yeah, like it's wasn't there in the trailer like a picture? I mean, not a picture. I think
Yeah, it
was
was
Jordan looking at something, or was that like actual
Jordan looking
like,
at planets.
Yeah, and it was like planets that were connecting by the anomaly base.
Yeah, exactly.
Like like a wormhole.
That's so
basically.
interesting. I
Like
even
a
think
tunnel,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
I don't get it. I mean, sure, yeah, that's how it
I even
went.
think that Bardo is like not the main planet. Maybe we're gonna focus on something else entirely, like in
I
the
think there's
second
another
part of the
fucking thing to
season.
focus on.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. There's always like whenever we had like 16 episodes, there was like part 1 when we focus on something, and then part 2 when we focus on completely something else. So I feel like when the Bargo is gonna be only like the first half of the season, and there was
I feel-
gonna be the other planets.
I feel like Bardo will be the main plot of the season.
Maybe.
I mean, I think so too, just because how many more storylines can they come up with?
It's Jason.
That's a challenge for them. That's a challenge
He's got
for
one
them,
for
and
each
then
episode.
exactly.
That's insane. That's like, what are
I
they
think
trying
it's
to
so many
do?
planets this season.
Yeah.
It's like here.
No, but
here's
didn't
another-
they say? Didn't someone say, probably Marie, because Marie just loves talking about everything. I think she said something along the lines of like, or someone else, I don't know who said it, but like there are a lot of planets, but we don't like stay. Oh my God, no, wait,
Oh.
we saw a planet already, one planet in the trailer.
A snowy one.
Yes, there was like an icy one, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God, that's where they go first.
Could that be Bardo?
There's no way that's livable. I mean, they're breathing, so I guess it's kind of. I mean, they can breathe. Okay, there's oxygen, but I don't think it doesn't look like plants can grow.
That's Echo, and that's Echo, right?
No. I remember pausing it when there was the icy planet. That's like Clark and the group. So maybe they travel to that planet maybe first.
But why would they, if the guys wanted to take them to Bargo, then that's Bargo, right?
There's going to be another planet full of ice. Is that what you said?
Yes,
Yeah.
there is. I just think that has to be Bardo. That's
Yeah, that has to be Bardo if Clark is there.
they
Like
can't
they're gonna.
do another planet in. It's too much.
They chose to live on an ice planet.
No.
Not my
maybe.
choice.
But didn't season 6
Maybe.
Russell said that there's other planets like Gamma or something?
Yeah. He
Yeah.
did,
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we're gonna definitely visit and find something out about some other planet, but I just don't know how much focus we're gonna have on them.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna focus much because they said like someone said in an interview like we see other planets that we don't spend time in the other planets. I'm assuming they're not, suitable for life or whatever.
But they are because like the missions have been sent there, right?
Yeah, but they were like sent there to see if they're like livable, right?
I don't know.
But how is an ice planet like livable unless the suits that they're wearing lets them live on there. Like maybe it's heat protected.
But
Why would
maybe
they
it does.
choose-
Maybe it's just cold. Like maybe it's not like ice ice.
Maybe
it's
they live
just
in
cold.
igloos.
I
Oh,
mean,
this is the
maybe-
backdoor pilot for Star Wars. Oh my gosh.
No, but honestly, the way it looked,
We're going to
looked-
Hoth.
it didn't look like that's livable.
There
But
could be bunker.
no bunkers. Not any more bunkers, please. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I feel like something is very obvious, but I can't connect it. I don't know. It would not make sense why they wouldn't go straight to Bardo, because if those people came for them to Bardo, like why didn't they just go to Bardo? Maybe they can't go straight to Bardo. Maybe they have to first go to an icy planet and then to Bardo.
But didn't Hope say
What?
Skyring will lead to Bardo and then Sanctum leads to Skyring?
Yeah, but that's what we were talking about, that maybe the guys from Bardo maybe found a way to control the anomaly so that they can, jump planets and not necessarily go.
I think they're the only ones that could do that, though, probably.
Who else?
Yeah.
There's no way they live on an icy planet. Why would they choose to live on an icy planet when Sanctum exists?
Is
Yeah,
it
it's
really
Skyrim.
icy or there is just snow there?
It
Maybe
didn't
that
look
could be
like
like the
just snow.
poles.
It literally looked like not livable. I can't explain. Like the shot, it was so gray. It was like, I can't remember it, but like it didn't seem livable to me.
Maybe they got the wrong directions and they're gonna get stuck there before they get to Bardo. Like maybe
Yeah, but like how do they not go with the guys who came?
Well, that's what I was saying. I was like, wait, like how do they just get to another planet without going through Skyring, which is the bridge? Like how do they skip that and go somewhere else? I think it had something to do with the codes. I think that's what Gabriel was saying. Like the code that was on Octavia's back was
Yeah.
the code to get to Bardo, I'm pretty sure. So maybe they put the wrong number in and they ended up on a nice planet.
Yeah. Maybe,
What?
maybe. I don't know. Maybe they did it on purpose. Maybe they didn't. I have no idea, honestly.
I have so many
Again,
questions.
it's even more questions. We should.
I don't know.
I think we're just.
All we did now is confuse me even more, honestly.
No, yeah, because like now I'm thinking Octavia came back from the anomaly and she had the map, which was put there by who and for what reason? Like, do they put that on you, or does the anomaly put that on you, or
Oh, I
Maybe,
have no idea. Maybe they put it on her because they needed her to come back.
yeah, like I think it was put on her so that way they knew the way back.
Yeah.
well, clearly they didn't, because they had to send Hope to get her. But how did Hope find her? Like what?
Yeah, how did Hope remember to stab her when she came out of the thing?
Because she was still under the anomaly, so
Oh,
she
Yeah,
was
she was
right,
still
right.
under the armor.
that is the only thing I have an answer for. No. How she finds her, how she found her.
Exactly.
Maybe
How
she
did
might-
she find her? How did she like? I don't know.
Maybe because they lived together for so long and they have like. Let me not. I don't know. No
Thank
answer.
you, Drew, for bringing up the ice planet. And now we are more confused.
Yes. Thank you for confusing us more,
I'm
but
sorry.
it's okay. No, it's
You're good.
okay. It's good to theorize. But thank you for coming in and talking with us.
Yeah, thank you.
It's nice meeting you all.
Much love.
Oh, nice to meet you too. Bye.
Bye. The last thing I needed was the ice planet. Honestly, I wish I didn't remember that. Like now that's I don't know what to do with that. Like that was the nail in my coffin right now. I don't know now.
Okay, next person.
If someone brings up something new, stop it. Don't do it.
We need answers, not questions.
Exactly. All we have is questions. I don't need to know.
Hi.
Hey,
How are
April!
you?
hey.
Hi.
Okay,
Oh,
I
I'm
gotta
so glad that you joined.
pause you on the computer here because the timing is all off.
Yeah.
I
Oh
thought
yeah,
you were
yeah.
gonna say I
I'm
I'm
had
gonna
to-
go
I
sit
had
where
to
it's
pause it,
lighter
but-
so that I'm not like a vampire here
Virtual
in the dark.
Yeah.
So, okay, this is better. Oh, it's so good to see you. I know. You guys too. Is this better? Okay, this is better. Yes, so good to see you guys.
So what are your theories?
I'm not going to be any help here.
Really?
I've been tweeting it out. I'm like, okay, literally, Bob's episode is the last episode, the one that he directed. That's the last one where I follow the plot. And now we have my head and the plot going straight over it.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
Basically, this entire live chat.
you
There's
know,
no one doing anything.
I'm doing my best.
Aren't we all?
I don't know. I have something to ask you guys. Like, okay, like some of you guys know that I'm a writer, right? And
Amazing writer.
well, thank you. Like, what do you guys? I mean, just the fact that like we're all sitting here right now trying to figure out what's going on, and we're trying really, really hard, and it's not really connecting yet. Maybe it will. Like, I'm trying to have as open a mind as possible, but just the fact that like the plot has become so massive. Would you guys, am I the only one who would have preferred like go back to a really simple season 1 plot?
Yeah, I think that for the last season, that would have been a better idea. Instead of throwing in like this really complicated plot that deals with time travel and different, like a million different planets and new characters. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree as well.
Yeah,
Like it's really interesting, but I feel like it would have been better on like a previous season, not the
because
last one.
this is something
Yeah,
we need
exactly.
multiple
Yeah.
seasons for where we're at right now, and we just don't have that. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think we said maybe when we finished season 6 or something, that like this is the last season, and the thing we care most about are the characters.
Yeah.
And having too much plot just takes away from characters and developing them, and that is like my main concern with 100 and always has been, that they focus, I mean, after the first 4 seasons they started just focusing more on plot and less on developing characters and everything else. And so I would have taken the Sanctum storyline that I don't care about right now, if I knew that we would delve more into the characters. Like I would take in the less interesting storyline any day of the week, if I knew we would concentrate more on characters. But no one asks me what I want, so now I have to lose my head over the Anomaly.
No,
and
Lola,
get
I
to-
totally agree with you about that. Like, I think it was Aaron Ginsberg who tweeted like characters first. That's why we care. And
Yeah.
you know,
And when we lost him, that was
King Bob
downhill.
liked that tweet. So
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah. I think it would have been better if we had brought in the Anomaly and Sanctum and all that stuff, even in season 5 when we had the reset almost, and it was, I don't know, I just feel like that would have made more sense. And we could have focused more in on the characters for the final season. Like I wanted my delinquents, like I wanted all of like the season 1 feelings. And yeah, I mean, it's a cool plot, the Anomaly and all of that, but absolutely, I would have.
Yeah, I think it's a cool plot, but for different show, for a new show, exactly. It's definitely not for the 100, not for the last season of the 100.
Literally,
Yeah.
season 7, we all mostly just care about the characters. Like whatever plot you give us, if you give us like character development, that would be fucking great. They decide to give us like 10 storylines. It's ridiculous to follow through. So we all agree with you, I think, on that. I think I would find it hard to believe that anyone in the fandom would disagree. Like, because if you're watching this far along, if you're on season 7, you care about the characters. I don't know what kind of a monster people have to be to just like watch shows for a plot for 7 seasons. I don't get that, and like not get attached to characters. That
Yeah.
seems unreasonable.
And I feel like there are too many people out there, and I see them in the comments of your guys' videos a lot, and it kind of frustrates me when people complain about like, why do you care so much about certain characters, or why are you so invested in certain relationships? It's like that's the core of any story that you tell.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like whenever I sit down to write something, I have like a whole notebook that's like full of character, backgrounds. Logan, whenever you talk about your book that you're writing, you always end up talking about the characters.
Yes.
That's
the
like
characters are amazing. You get so attached to your characters and all the
Yeah.
characters you're watching. Yeah, it's so important.
Yeah.
Jason
Well-
doesn't think that, apparently.
It's
Nice that
Jason.
we can all agree.
Yeah.
Part of anything, of any story, it's the characters that you're gonna focus in on. Like, yeah, plots are great and everything, but it's like what Aaron said, like the plot is just the background of it. Like, it's the characters that is the reason you're invested in the plot in the first place. And I think we definitely lost sight of that on the show, unfortunately. But listen, we take our moments when we get them, because sometimes he'll give us moments, so we take them.
When they do it great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to sound like a complete negative Nancy, because like Octavia, she infuriates me. She really does. But I think she's a well-written character, and even though I felt like there was a big Bellamy and Clark shaped hole in the last episode, like I also felt like, okay, they're exploring her character enough where I still care about her. Even if I don't always like her all the time, I still care. And then you've got Dioza, who really worked as a character. So those parts of the episode worked for me. The Echo, it's probably best if I don't talk about Echo on here. So
I think out of all the characters, Octavia has consistently just got the most interesting storylines. Like, they really like push her in these situations that I think every season, like even when I didn't like the season, I think Octavia always had a solid storyline that made sense and had a finish to her storyline, because that's what I hate about 100. Like, they start something. I mean, in the past 2 seasons, they start something with characters like, it's like I repeat this, but like last season, Raven and Murphy individually as characters, they like started something with their characters where I thought they were gonna progress into something, and then they just like cut it off in a second, and suddenly they're all good. And I'm just like, what the fuck happened there?
Yep.
Like, it never made sense, and I don't think they ever did that for Octavia. So I think, yeah, that is like always the one storyline where I know it's gonna be good, because for whatever reason Jason like writes her fully and not like halfway. I don't get it. Why like not give the same treatment to other characters? But who knows? So with Octavia, I'm always like sure it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I feel like out of everybody, she's always had a consistent storyline. Like, there's never been like a moment where it's like, oh, like that's like her storyline's not good. Like, obviously, like her storyline, like it's crazy, like the amount of like development that she's had, but she's always had development. I feel like some characters it's just like gets pushed to the side, and I feel like Octavia's never like had that happen.
Yeah, which is why even if you don't always like her, you can at least, I think most people can at least say like it's interesting writing for the most part.
You can at least appreciate the story. Like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And,
I got something fun.
What?
If you guys want to do something fun.
What
Something fun?
Logan,
Like
you know.
fun things.
Oh gosh, I know. I forgot.
It involves your impersonations.
Oh no.
Oh no,
No.
what? I can't impersonate anyone.
Have you ever heard him impersonate Mickey Mouse?
Oh no.
I don't think so.
I told you
but
last
I
night
want
this was
to.
coming.
Oh no. Okay.
I want
think I
Logan
can do
to
it.
do an iconic line from the show in his Mickey Mouse Clubhouse voice.
I need to hear this.
You
wait,
do.
Logan.
What line? What line am I
Maybe
getting?
meet again.
May we meet again?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even have water. I'm not ready for this. Okay. It's hard to get into that. Okay. This is such on the spot. Like I'm not.
No pressure.
I try to like. I don't want to screw up the voice now. Okay.
You're gonna hate me now.
May we meet again?
Amazing.
That was really good, actually.
Oh gosh.
Can you say whatever the hell we want?
This is so funny. Whatever the hell we want.
Oh my gosh.
Good.
You're good at
That's probably the best one I can do, but yeah. I was doing it the other night when I was drunk, so now.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
that's a good
I was
story.
impressed. I felt like the world needed to see that talent.
Oh my God, thank you for that. We didn't know that.
Thank you.
Oh my God, that will make you say something in every live.
Oh no. Oh no.
My
Yes.
people, my responsibility.
I feel like the next like live chat is just gonna be Logan's impersonation.
I'll talk the whole time. It's just Mickey Mouse. I'll change my name. It'll just be
Everyone else can be talking
Never hear with Mickey
normally.
Mouse.
Just hear everyone else talking normally, and then like, oh, where's Mickey? Oh, there he is.
I'm right here.
Ah! Creepy.
I love that. I didn't expect that.
What?
That was awesome.
That like it just came.
Yeah, it just came to me. I was watching my nephew watches Mickey Mouse Clubhouse a lot. So I was there watching with him. And then after it was over, I was like, huh, wonder if I could do that voice. And I was like, yeah, okay, I can do it.
Amazing.
So good.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for telling Logan to do that.
Yes.
You know what? Yeah, I will always be here to tell Logan to do something embarrassing. So
Well, hopefully you can come on next live chat and you can.
I
have
mean, I'm
something
sitting
else.
here alone. I'm sitting here with like a stuffed Pooh Bear. Like I don't have anything better to do.
Oh,
Quarantine.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know about you guys. I'm just looking forward to Bob and Eliza's live on Monday. And
Yeah.
kind of get in. Hope that can still go off without a hitch.
I'll hope so.
Yes, please.
Oh my
We need to
God.
get Lola and Milena to kind of get in.
I've been trying for
I've been trying.
Guys, let me tell you the problems with getting the visas to America. It's impossible since Trump got elected. Literally impossible. So maybe in a year, hopefully.
We could just
We'll
zoom
see.
you in while we're there.
We'll zoom in.
By the time we can get a visa, there's gonna be no kind of get it. We thought about like going to Milan for Bob and Eliza, like to meet them because they had a con, and of course, Corona happened. So nothing from that either. Also, I would just pass out, so maybe it's better to not do that to myself.
It's
Honestly,
okay. None of us have passed out. We all made it.
yeah, I would be the first one. Okay.
I hope
I
you
think-
guys get to go to something someday.
Yeah, we
We
hope
hope
to.
so as well. We'll see.
Remember,
Okay.
Bob will know you guys, so
What?
Bob will know you guys. He watches.
Yeah, that's even more embarrassing. Just like knowing how much we scream, like love my life.
I
Like
know.
maybe not.
Yep, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like when Bob told us that, I remember being like, "No, you don't."
Oh God, no! I still
Don't say
remember.
that.
I still
That's
remember.
so
your
cool
message.
though, and you guys, you deserve the credit and the recognition, and it's really cool to know that at least one cast member has seen that stuff, because you guys have done a lot. You guys have all done a lot for the fandom and to help promote the show, and you guys should be proud.
Aw,
Thank you.
that's so cute. Yeah.
I love you.
I feel like it's
You're
more
amazing.
about
Cheesy there, sorry.
Thank you. That means a lot. I mean,
really
Yeah.
sweet.
it really does. We're really happy to represent you guys.
I feel like we bear it, so nobody, everybody else.
Yeah,
Exactly, yeah.
We
Oh.
watch it for you so you don't have to.
We're here to say everyone's frustrations. You know, Jason
Well, someone's
probably
got-
watches, so might as well.
Everybody that's watching, if you guys don't know, April writes fan fiction for Belark, and
And-
it is amazing.
You best go. You
So
best go read it. Go read it now.
It's so good, especially eventually is iconic in the fandom, and she writes
Thank you.
so talented, and you do a lot for the fans too. I think that's we talked a lot about that last week, how you guys are such a huge part of it, like fan fiction, fan videos. Like the fandom wouldn't be the fandom without that stuff, like all
Yeah.
the talent and the effort that you go into, the time spent writing, like the amount of hours and the characterization that you did and what you created. It's so amazing, and
Oh,
we love it so much.
thank you. Thank you. And that's something that no matter how this show ends, whether we're satisfied with it or dissatisfied, whether there's things that we love or things that we would have done differently, like nothing can take away the fandom and the relationships that have been formed and the creativity that's happened, you know, and it's had a positive effect on a lot of people's lives. And then you take into account like the stuff that Bob and Eliza and all of them do for charitable efforts too. I'm like, that has changed my life. So nothing can ever take that stuff away from us.
Oh yeah.
Not even Jason. I
Yes.
try.
That's
Come
beautiful.
here on the last episode, please, to cheer us up.
Yes.
One
Yes.
last episode.
Uh-huh.
to cheer us up.
April needs to come back.
Yeah.
I would gladly, but you probably want to let someone else in now, and I don't want to monopolize the time. So.
Uh-huh.
But
Well, we're glad that you came on. to
yes,
talk.
I'm glad I got
Yes,
to do
so
my
much
Mickey Mouse
fun.
impression.
Come back next time, next week.
thank you guys for letting me on. Bye.
Of course.
Bye,
Bye.
I'm exposed now.
Everyone
No,
knows
that
it.
was fun.
Oh,
Okay.
my dog's dreaming.
Oh, my dogs do that all the time.
Chloe, I'm
I hear her.
trying to.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna let in Wendy.
Wendy. Yes, I know who Wendy is.
Do you? Do you?
Yeah, she's my mod.
Your mom?
My mod.
Oh,
She's my mom.
I thought you said your mom. And I was like, that's so cute.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi, Wendy.
Hold on.
Can you hear us?
Hold on.
YouTube videos.
I
Okay.
can hear you. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah,
We
so don't
can.
pay attention to the YouTube video, just like pay attention to the Zoom because the timing is off and it'll just confuse you.
Hold on. I'm going to exit it.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Wendy.
Not too bad. I have two options. Either I understand most of it or I understand nothing.
And now it's option 2,
I
right?
think we understand nothing.
Like, I
Do you
actually think I get it, but I could be wrong.
What do you get?
Okay, so the way I took it is from Bardo, you'd have to go through the other planets briefly to get back to Sanctum, unless you had a consciousness code on Sanctum. So Octavia had Hope's code on her back. It was to call Hope through the anomaly. That's why Hope came to her. That's why they could open the path up to Sanctum. Or possibly Bardo didn't know Sanctum were there because the radio calls get lost in Sanctum. You got what I'm trying to say?
No, but that's not your fault. That's literally-
I think we're just all like a little bit slow right now with like understanding.
That's
I,
okay. I could be wrong. I'm probably
Wait,
like
one,
awake
one more
and
time.
I'm just
one more time.
lulling.
Can you do this
Yeah.
again?
Let's go one more time, honestly.
yeah.
We're all
I lost you in the beginning.
Okay, So you have to go in order through the planets.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Sanctum goes to Skyring goes to Bardo. But Bardo, you might have to go to planet 4, 5, 6 before you get back to
Okay,
Sanctum
okay.
in that order.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason Hope came to Octavia is because Octavia had Hope's consciousness code on her back. Because they were talking about
That's
consciousness
Hope's
codes. Hope and
consciousness
Gabriel.
code?
Yeah, you know, they were talking about each person has an individual code. Gabriel and Hope were talking about that.
So the code on Octavia's back,
Called Hope. Because it was her code. It's Hope's code.
but how
Who put it?
but how does Hope have it?
No, it like calls her. It's essentially, they say each person has a specific code that can call them. So the code on Octavia's back literally called Hope through. And then when Hope stabbed Octavia, that meant Bardo knew where she was, so they could
But
bring
why
her.
would Octavia's code call Hope so that Hope could stab her? I'm so confused. No.
You know, Octavia didn't know what code was. In Sanctum, she couldn't remember what it was.
Oh, so she's basically like streaming. Like the code is like streaming or so. It's like Wi-Fi. So you're just like
Live?
connected on. I'm so lost.
Wait,
Oh,
okay.
no.
You're saying that like maybe they put it on Octavia because they knew the plan. Like they knew that they were gonna have to eventually tag her to bring her back, and they sent her to Sanctum maybe for a reason.
Yeah.
And then maybe I like your idea of it being kind of like a circular system in a way. How Sanctum leads to Skyring and Skyring leads to Bardo, and something else is in between Bardo and Sanctum. Like it's literally like a circle. Like I think that's really interesting. And maybe that's the ice planet.
Oh, that could be it.
Yeah, and the reason that way you could go to all the planets, but you'd only have to be there for a second if you were trying to get back to Sanctum. Because if Clark and them go through, eventually they're going to want to go back to Sanctum. And they'll either have to go through the circle or someone will have to call them through with their code on Sanctum.
And because it took, because then I was like, I was thinking, why did it take her so long to get there? Because Octavia was with us for a while. But you're right, maybe because of the way time works, maybe what was a long time for us was like a second for them, and Hope went after Octavia, maybe.
Possibly, yeah. And then I don't think Bardo knew Sanctum was there at first. I think they only realized it when they stabbed Octavia, because you were saying, oh, would they not communicate back and forth, Lola? But the radio signals are swallowed up by the anomaly on Sanctum.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. But
That's
Wow.
kind of theories. I also think Echo could get the chip. I think Echo could get the chip. They made her a Nightblood.
well, do you think or do you hope that Echo gets the chip?
I think there's a reason they made her a Nightblood. Why would you make her a Nightblood for no reason? You know what I mean? And they made like
See, I would
kind of a
think
big
that
deal
as
about it,
well.
and it was like,
Yeah, I would think that as well, that like they had that should have happened for a reason. But I don't think the show necessarily does things always for a reason. I think there are just like some things that happened and that we just like, okay, whatever. So like maybe, but I don't think if you put the chip in someone, that person dies essentially, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or no?
No, I think they die.
Yeah,
Well,
because
if
I
you
don't think
put
they're
some
gonna be a
other
lot of
key
Echo.
person into them.
she could sacrifice herself if she thinks it will save Bellamy. She could go out that way.
That's what I want. Echo sacrificing for Bellamy.
Honestly, I feel like Echo is more likely to punch Gabriel to pass him out and put the chip in his head than do that.
I also don't think Gabriel wants to do that to another person.
This is
That's-
Yeah.
But the thing
Yeah,
is,
so
as
we're
well,
counting on Gabriel being the morality police. I honestly don't think Echo would sacrifice.
the thing is as well, if it's the guy Colin's chip, I know it could be like, it mightn't be his consciousness, but I did think if it kind of was his consciousness, he would trust Gabriel because it seemed like they kind of knew each other. Whereas why would he trust Echo and Hope? Because he doesn't know these people. You know what I mean? Or at least Gabriel could kind of like work out a way to uncover the memory. Whereas with Echo and Hope, they wouldn't have a clue what to do with the memories. You know what I
But
mean?
can he control that? Like the chip? I mean, that's not. Is it the yeah? It's the same chip that's the primes have, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's as developed as theirs, because
Why?
didn't they have to do something to make sure that they could keep coming back?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
did
made
a
it.
lot of tests. They can't just bring back a person like that. There's no way.
Gabriel
Maybe they
would
can just read a
Gabriel would
memory.
have to like connect it with his or fix it in a specific way
Yeah,
That's
for it
yeah.
to work.
Those are just my theories. Some of them probably more hopeful than others.
Those are good.
I've also just noticed my face has gone really red. Oh my god.
Everything is in pixels. Believe me, no one can see anything.
By the way, I love all reactions. I know everyone here probably does, but I love you all. Like no one I know watches the 100, and no one will watch it for me. So these are like the only like outlet I have to vent my feelings, other than my parents, and they're like, "What the fuck is she on about?" So sorry, I cursed.
Thank you so
That's what
much.
it's like to be.
Much.
That was so nice.
Thank
I
you so
hope
much.
that helped a
You're
little
very,
bit.
very smart. Like, I think you're gonna
Yes.
plot like before it even they tell us. I think you have really great theories, and keep theorizing because I think you're gonna figure it all out.
And you can help us when we don't understand things.
What do you think?
Watch
How do you
me
think the
wrong
time
on all
Bardo
of them.
goes? What?
Watch me be wrong on all of
I asked, what do you think? How do you think the time in Bardo goes? Do you think it's normal or abnormal?
Well, Becca said that relative to the other planets, I think she said all the missions, Skyring is further away. So that would mean that Bardo is closer to Sanctum, but I'd say it doesn't line up exactly. So it could be close, but it could be like, I don't know, a day or two in Sanctum is like 3 days on Bardo, you know what I mean? Like it could line up closely, but not be like exact. I don't think it's half as far as Skyring is.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that too, but then again, Octavia's 1 second, 10 seconds that she was in the anomaly. If she's going to Bardo, we know that. And in the trailer, you can see that they're clearly doing something to her. It looked like Mount Weather or wherever, like she's lying there. Like if we're assuming that's from the first time in Bardo, she's there for.
I think that's gonna be the second time she's in Bardo, maybe.
Do we lose
Could be.
Jacqueline?
Based on what?
Yes.
Because they literally took her right now.
Come back.
Okay.
I don't know. Oh yeah, we lost Jacqueline.
I'm right here.
We lost
We lost you for like a minute.
Oh, he's like, I'm here.
They could be trying to use Bellamy and Octavia to learn more about Sanctum, because I don't think they knew Sanctum was there. So they could be trying to like learn more about them and see like how developed they are and stuff like that. That's why the second time she could be in the thing where she looks like she's in Mount Weather.
Maybe.
Maybe.
And I also
Everything could be possible.
that's true.
I
That's
literally
true.
have no
Show
idea.
anything possible.
Yeah, that's great. Literally, there's not a theory we can.
Wendy,
say.
Yes.
do you think that
Nothing
we're
we
gonna get Bulwark? Like, how do you think that we're gonna get Bulwark?
In my ideal fantasy world. Yes.
What did you say?
In my ideal fantasy world, yes. And I'm actually generally such a positive person. Like literally in every season, I was like, okay, I'll tone it down, but I can feel it. And this time, no, I just can't see it. Or like I could see them doing a kind of like, you know what? I could see Clark and Octavia just getting to Bellamy and seeing him, and they shot in front of them or something. I could see that happening. I could see
like I'm negative, but not even I'm that negative.
Oh no!
Gone. The show is done.
Like, yeah, I get it, but like I feel like at least one scene with each of them, and then he dies. But maybe you never get that, you know?
I just need him to hear the letter or something along those lines. The Blakes have been on the outs in season 2. I need them to get on back on good terms.
Exactly.
Don't we all?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you for that and for your
Very
amazing
Yeah.
series.
Yes, thank you for joining us.
Bye.
Thank
Bye,
you so
Wendy.
much.
Bye. Oh.
Wow.
I need to start writing things down, honestly.
So, like, wow.
I have no idea.
Oh man.
Oh, Jesse wants to know, besides Valark, what is one thing you want to happen by the finale?
Well, Bellamy and Octavia patching things up. I mean, they kind of did patch things up, but there's a lot of things left unsaid, I think.
Having everything explained.
You're asking for too much.
That's
now.
positive. Yeah.
That's really a lot. I don't think anything I want to happen is nothing plot related. It's always just like character.
Yeah. Same.
I want if Bellamy dies, which I think he does die, I want him to get the death he deserves, and I don't think that's gonna happen. But like out of everything, I think I want that the most right now, because like Bellark is not happening. I think Bellamy and Octavia are gonna have a good story, and so I just want Bellamy to have a good death.
Yeah. The biggest plot twist is gonna be if Bellamy doesn't die.
That would be the fucking biggest plot twist. Honestly, I would
Wait, what?
literally be like, no, he has to die. I was sure.
I'm like,
What do you
wait,
mean?
what?
No, that would be so weird.
I think obviously we want Bellamy to have a good ending, but I think I really want Octavia to be at peace with everyone and herself. And I think that we are gonna get that because in Marie's interview, happy with it.
She basically told us that she's gonna get that.
I love how Marie always tells us.
Always,
She
she
was,
tells us
always,
everything.
You have to wait to tell us.
I've always wanted to meet her.
I know.
Yes.
Oh my god, yeah.
I hate that she's not coming to Kanaget, and I would love that if she came to Kanaget.
I know.
Why? Because we would
like
miss
I'm not
her.
there, but I want her to be there.
Exactly.
That'd be so good.
Yeah, I always think that she's purposely not allowed because she will spoil it. So they just say.
I feel like she just like seems like the person who is so like she likes camping, she likes the outdoors, like likes to ride motorcycles, whatever. I feel like she's just like, you know, a free spirit and like doesn't show up to these things a lot.
Yeah.
And so like, yeah, I don't know. I would love for her to be in more cons. We would know so many more things.
I would have loved to meet her.
You want me to we'll let one more person in?
Yeah.
Oh my god, April.
April, thank you.
Really
Thanks
fun.
for inviting me and other viewers in this year. It's really fun to be able to chat with you guys.
It's really fun.
The connections in this fandom are so meaningful. Yeah, I agree too. I feel like like we've met so many friends like through this fandom, and it's so cool to be able to talk to all of you guys that like we let in.
Yeah, I wish we had thought of that like sooner, but we weren't able to do that with Google Hangout, and then through Zoom we're able to actually do that, and I awesome. That's one good thing that came out of the pandemic. Everybody discovered Zoom.
Yeah.
Like, how did we not know about it before? Honestly, it's much more.
It's so easy. Like, we don't have any issues with audio. Knock on wood. It's great. Okay.
Now that you said it, someone's gonna disconnect.
Jason's watching.
Yes, everyone.
Okay, I'm gonna let in Jaden, the next person. Hope he knows. Oh.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Wait, hold on. Let me.
How do you pronounce your name?
Hold on.
Jaden, yeah.
I would say Jaden.
Yeah.
That's a pretty name.
Yeah, that is.
Hi, I'm Jaden.
Hi.
Jaden.
Hi. Oh my god, I can't believe this is actually happening. Sorry.
How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
We're
Great.
good. We're a little confused still, but I think we're gonna be confused for a while.
no clue what's happening in these episodes, but that's okay.
Welcome. You're in the right
Welcome
place.
to the squad.
Confused squad.
crew.
The confused crew.
Extra Mickey Mouse impression. That was great. 10 out of 10.
Oh,
the
thank
Mickey
you.
Mouse.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry,
Awesome.
I'm a little okay.
That's good. What did you think of the episode?
I really liked that episode because I feel like everything has kind of been all over the place, and that episode kind of focused on just like all the anomaly stuff, and I liked it because I didn't have to like keep track of all the other kind of like plot lines. It was kind of just like about the. It was easy to watch, and I just want everyone to have a good ending, but I know that's probably not going to happen because Jason hates us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know that's not happening.
Well, I think Octavia is gonna get a good ending. I think Clark will get an okay ending.
Yeah, I hope she gets at least like a decent ending. She's been through so much. All
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think like
She
get
deserves
to
to be happy.
live peacefully at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wonder, what do you guys think is gonna like do you think the ending, are we gonna get like a flash forward to the future, like see what they're all doing, or do you think it's just gonna like kind of end like where we're watching, if that makes sense? Is that
Yeah. Are we gonna get like a flash forward of like the future
Yeah.
stuff and like where everybody ended up?
Yeah.
I would like that.
I would love that. I would love like
I don't know.
but like
I
I would
automatically think of like the Hunger Games, you know how like we get to see like where Katniss and like
Yeah.
Peeta end up or whatever, but I don't know if we're gonna get that. I don't know if Jason's gonna give us that. I want that, but I don't know.
I thought that we were gonna get that just because I feel like yeah, Clark is gonna have some relatively happy ending, or at least like peaceful ending, and I feel it's gonna be something, and like because like I can't imagine Bellamy dying and then what, it's like it's the next day and like what, Clark's happy. That's like not believable to me. So like I thought, fast forward 5 years, 10 years, Clark is waking up in her bed, she's like good, healthy, hydrated, and Maddie's there, and probably Gaia. I don't know, but yeah, I thought definitely there's gonna be like a flash forward or something.
even it might
Because like I think
be more like
I don't know how they get a happy ending in that moment when Bellamy dies. I don't know.
did you watch Lost?
What?
Did you watch Lost Ended?
I can't hear you.
It like went like robotic, it sounded like.
Oh, I don't know. No, but I said, did you guys watch Lost and how that ended?
Lost. I love
Oh.
I wonder if it'll be something like that kind of flash forward.
And when they see all, yeah, I
That would be interesting.
spoil it.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
imagine if like Clark wakes up on like the drop ship.
Oh
And
no.
it's all a dream.
No.
Oh, that is always like
That's
that
like
is
The
a
Walking
theory for, I
Dead.
think every show, like they wake up and it was all a dream. Like there is not a single show I watched that didn't have that.
I feel like Jason. I just
Yeah, that's exactly.
saying his name. Oh, do you guys like my shirt?
Wait, what is
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Love it.
That's awesome.
Love that picture.
I know Bellamy probably gonna die, but do you guys think anyone else? Well, someone else kind of like I feel like has to die. It can't just be Bellamy, but like
You mean like a main character?
yeah, like I've been waiting for them to kill off someone like for a very long time and they haven't yet.
From the main characters, Okay, Clark is surviving, I think. Raven is also surviving.
Octavia
Murphy
surviving.
Octavia is definitely surviving. I think Murphy potentially might die.
Yeah.
That could go either way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's from the main guys, right?
Yeah. What? Who else do we have? Miller's fucking alive. Jackson is also gonna be alive. I'm going. I'm not going by like the most important. I'm going now by the longest people there. Who else do we have? I don't know.
Gabriel's gonna die. I mean, he's
I
not a
think so as well.
character, but I mean, he is a series regular this
Mhm.
season. I'm pretty sure. So
Yeah.
I think he'll die eventually.
Yeah, I
Echo,
think so
do you
too.
think Echo's gonna die?
What about
No.
Indra?
Yeah, I thought Indra.
Probably not.
I thought Indra was gonna die because that would be emotional for the whole fandom. I think.
I'm still so
I
shocked.
feel like if we have like a big, like another like big one, I feel like Indra would make everybody really upset.
Yeah.
We've been predicting Indra to die for like seasons
Yeah.
now. I really hope she's not gonna.
I love Indra
I could
so
see it
much.
happening though.
Yeah, I can see that happen.
I thought that was gonna happen.
Hopefully, I don't know. Why wouldn't she just like go and live happy life with Octavia? That would be much better.
Because Jason.
Chase. Yeah.
One
Chase.
word. Jason.
Dioza might die, maybe. That can go either way too. Dioza's kind of got a 50-50 chance, I think.
I think she dies, honestly.
Yeah, I think she dies as
Yeah.
well.
Probably gonna die, but I don't know what to expect at this point. So much going on. I'm really dumb, so it's confusing for me.
It's confusing to everyone.
Yeah.
I don't think.
We're confused.
No, I
We're all
don't know what you
confused.
fucking need. What kind of an IQ do you need to pull this all together? But I don't think it's possible, to be honest. It's too
There's-
much.
Lost. It reminds me of Lost with all the flash forwards, the flashbacks. It just has that in it. I'm telling you guys, we might be in store for an ending like that.
Oh boy.
I loved Lost, so
Exactly. Like I wish we, for me, Lost ending. Like that was my favorite ending of any TV show. So I wish we had that type of ending.
I love Lost too. I love Lost, so I'll take that if we get that. I think it would work really well too. But I'm just
Me too.
imagine
It
seeing
was
that would be
perfect.
really emotional.
I feel like. Did anyone else watch Battlestar Galactica?
No.
Because I always feel like Jason loves Battlestar Galactica, so always like I think he like strives for that. So like in a sense, like Battlestar Galactica ended like on a hopeful note of them like finding a planet that they can live in and like hopefully be happy and renew and start everything from the beginning. So I think like something to that extent would happen in the 100.
I think it's gonna be a hopeful tone, but I still think it's gonna be tragic, the ending.
Oh, tragic, definitely.
Yeah.
it's Jason's way to be tragic.
No, but what do you guys think? Jason said something along the lines of like the ending will show what the real message behind the 100 was, or something like that. Didn't he say something like that?
What does that mean?
What is
I
that?
have
Exactly.
no
What
idea
is the
what
true
that means.
message?
I have
You
no idea
stop and
what
then you
that could
die.
possibly
Is that the
mean to
message?
show.
I just don't know what message it is.
The show's changed so much. Like season 1 through 4. Sometimes I kind of wish it just ended at 4, but
Don't we all? Again.
Yeah. But we're all still here.
yeah, I
Barely.
think it. I don't know. It's just it doesn't really feel like the 100 anymore. Like I miss season 1 through 4 because it was about like I don't know.
Delinquents. The delinquent people.
And now
No,
it's about,
I'm with you on that. Like the first 4 seasons of the show are like that's my favorite show, and this is what I have to watch because I still love the characters, even though I think that the storyline fell through. But what you gonna do? It's almost over.
we're almost done. We
Almost.
so it's left.
Just a few more episodes, guys. Just like a few more.
Yeah. Oh, I I'm sorry. I'm still kind of in shock. Ooh, you guys, like, thank you guys for being so like interactive with us and just, you guys are amazing.
Oh,
Everyone's so sweet and thank you.
Yeah,
You're
so nice to
amazing.
all of us.
Everyone's so nice.
Thank you for watching with us and
Yeah.
on here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure,
thank
like-
you so much for watching our videos.
Yeah.
I love like I'm pretty sure I watch like 80 to 90% of the shows you guys watch.
Yeah.
We'll meet again on a different show then.
Yeah.
Maybe those are happier, you know? Maybe that's like hopefully better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just thanks.
Thank
Okay.
you so much. We're glad that you came on and we got to meet you.
I'm glad I
So-
got
All
to. Okay, well,
right.
bye.
It was nice meeting you. Bye.
Bye. Much love.
Bye.
Oh.
That's so sweet. Why is everyone so sweet?
Exactly. Yeah.
Doesn't it make you feel better bringing people on and hearing how confused they are as well? And
Yeah.
It does. It makes me feel better.
Yeah. Oh my
Just that I
goodness.
know like no one gets it.
I think we went through everything, right? As best as we could, even though we're all, you know. trying
Like
our
we
best
just
to
like this
understand.
was all the questions.
I
Like,
feel like
nothing-
we should have changed the name of this to like Confused Crew.
I don't think we realized just how confusing this was gonna get. Like I was so confused going into this.
I'm more
And
confused now.
Everyone brought up so many more things that made me even more confused.
Yeah.
So
I'm
that's
now
just-
even more confused. Yes.
Next week the video will be, or the stream will be titled "We Don't Care About Sanctum Crew."
Yeah.
Exactly.
God.
Exactly. We already know the name for the next one.
Yeah.
yeah, no, that's yeah, no one's gonna care. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be enjoyable while we watch it and all that. But give me the fucking Anomaly, people. I like, oh god.
Exactly. Episode 5.
that we theorized and discussed, we're not going to get any answers to it next week. So it sucks. Like,
That's what's annoying. Like we're trying to figure all this out. and we're not even
We
gonna
might not get any questions.
that's true.
Maybe they won't just like confuse us more. So you know, that's something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Maybe. Possibly not. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that we've been confused enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give the brain a break.
Yeah, I feel like I need to go lay down and just like think about like everything.
Just think about everything that happened.
Yeah.
You'll be pissed when watching episode 3.
That's great.
Is that just because you know it's Sanctum, or do you know something? I mean, don't tell us anything. Do not tell us. But great, I love being pissed. That's when I'm at my
It
best.
happens frequently with this show.
Yeah. Don't be so negative, guys. We've been here for years, Sergio. Years. Oh.
I didn't have
Okay.
the chat pulled up this time for the first time. I was shocked.
I just like my sister brought the laptop to me like an
Oh,
hour
okay.
ago, so it was pulled up. I didn't have.
No,
to,
I'm
like,
glad you didn't, Logan, because people were putting a bunch of spoilers for Vikings in there, and I kept like
They
deleting
were?
them.
Really? People are
Yeah,
targeting.
Now
Oh,
I'm spoiled for Vikings.
Did
Thanks
you-
to those who were writing that.
yeah, they're
Oh,
those
no.
people are targeting
yeah.
me.
Yeah, I was.
Oh yeah, you can't be spoiled for that.
Yeah, we have to get. We used to have a moderator, but we have to get a. We have to like find like moderators because I didn't think that we were gonna get that many people.
Oh, we just don't read comments.
I
When we're
feel-
not caught up on something, we just don't read them. We just, you know.
Damn it.
But like surprisingly, no one from Vikings ever spoiled us.
Exactly. That's what I wanted to
It's
say. No one.
incredible. Like no one ever spoiled us. I don't know how that's possible. But like we just like we read the comments and no one ever spoiled us. I don't know how.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
frustrating. I'm very mad because they spoiled you.
That's okay. I feel like by the time I watch it, maybe I'll forget that, but probably not. But it's fine.
We
Thank you.
love Vikings, so we love that so much, and we flew through like the first 3 seasons.
All of our videos kept getting blocked though. We got so
Oh yeah, I know. I know.
frustrated.
Yeah. Yeah, we
I'm
know.
glad that hasn't
Believe
happened
us, we
to me.
know.
That was so
God, that hasn't
frustrating.
happened to you.
Yeah, they,
no, that's constantly happened for us. Like we had to find every time we had to find different ways to go around it, and like 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off, or something. I don't even know what we did at the end. But like they still
It's
get
such a
blocked.
good show.
It's
Yeah,
so good.
it is such a good show.
Yeah, we want to go back to it.
Yeah, we have like 3 episodes to catch up to, and then like yeah.
It's really, really good. But I know we have to rewatch. We have to I have to go back, rewatch some things, and catch up for where we left off. I think we left off at the end of season 3, or maybe season 4. I don't even remember.
It was around there. I don't remember the exact.
But then they got all blocked, and we were like, well, I feel like we just it's so hard when you put up videos and then they get blocked.
Yes, that was me with Teen Wolf. I had to do it in a different website to get
no, that's
the
us
video
with The
up.
Walking Dead. They
All
just
of our
like,
Teen Wolf
blocked
videos.
everything in one day, everything basically. And so we were just like, okay, that's great. Like they didn't we couldn't upload the new season, and then like 2 months ago, we just got like 50 emails. This episode has been blocked. This episode has been blocked. This episode has been blocked. I'm like, okay, what?
Yeah, for Teen Wolf, the reason why half of our season 6 videos are still on YouTube because we did a really weird format when we were doing it. I don't know why. We would talk and then we put the reaction and then
I remember that.
Yeah, I have no idea why we ever did that, and I have no idea how I had the patience to edit that. That was weird.
But that's the only reason why that didn't get blocked, because then when we realized oh, let's just put the reaction and the discussion after, then
I also started getting blocked for Teen Wolf.
That's ridiculous. I hate that, but
yeah,
what you gonna do?
Yeah, Teen Wolf is really good. Teen Wolf.
Oh yeah.
Chloe's looking at me like, "Are you done?"
Okay, I think we talked about everything though. I'm pretty sure we covered it.
Yep. So thank you guys in the comments that have been here for a while talking, and we will see you guys on the next live chat.
Yes.
Bye.
Great. Bye guys.
Bye guys.
Bye.